Hello everyone, this is once again Zalaz, and holy crap, Camtasia's recording frames per second is really crappy now that I see it in third person. But yeah, this is our 5th episode of Megaman Unlimited, and I'm going to be doing this episode post commentary because, well, I recorded this episode a few days back, but I've since gotten caught up with other things, and oh yeah, that's right, I recorded this episode in like a library, so I couldn't actually give live commentary. It's been a few days since I've seen this playthrough, so I kinda know what's coming up, so but I kinda don't. But yeah, we're in Trinitro stages. We're in Trinitro stage again. I mean, we've already beaten the guy, but we're here for another reason. Specifically, there is another YOKU letter here, and we kind of missed it the first time. But it wasn't. To be fair, it was in kind of a hard to access place. But now that we have Comet Woman's weapon, as demonstrated here, we can get to it pretty easily. Well, I say pretty easily, but the path there is kind of hard. You can see right there, they have Gravity Man's gravity reversing thingy-mabobbers, not seen since Megaman 5, so I guess that's a nice retro touch, courtesy of Megaphil X. By the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out his Let's Play. Not only does he give better commentary, it is actually very entertaining and educational in terms of how the development for this game went. It's really fascinating. Go watch that, and not this. Yeah, see that gravity reverser right there? That you have to make really careful short hops there, otherwise you are sent plummeting to the sky or whatever. It took me a lot of tries to perfect that. But yeah, we're past that now. That guy's a pretty big pushover. And this is also pretty tricky. You don't want to fall off those. I'll also be sent falling up. And as you'll see in the next screen, there's a bunch of spikes that are nigh impossible to avoid. Now we're just going to take care of those exploding canisters right there. Shooting them out so we can get that E-tank down there. E-tanks are good. I like E-tanks. So we're going to jump. Oh, we over jumped, and yeah, from here I kind of contemplate what weapon I can use to escape this death. Seeing none, I just decide to pussy out and exit the stage. Well, we got what we wanted, so I mean, yeah. So we're gonna pay the shop a little visit and get some extra lives, seeing as our tangle with, I believe it was Comet Woman, left us with no lives, and stupidly we didn't get any lives after fighting her. But yeah, we also got the weapon balancer and a shot guard, and I believe some E-tanks. I wasn't really paying attention. So we're gonna go after Yo-Yo Man now, the robot master of this episode. Here we have these yo-yo skateboarding guys. They take a lot of hits. It's best to just wait for them to come to you and then jump. No, wait for them to jump and then just slide under them. Essentially just dodge them rather than take them head on, because you're just gonna keep getting hit. They take a lot of hits. Like, time the jump badly. Those big yo-yo spike guys, they take one hit to kill. Despite how big they are, they're really easy to kill. These platforms, you just keep hopping on them, and they'll once like weight is applied to them, they start to go up. So you want to keep jumping on them to gain height, I guess you could say. Those enemies are kind of annoying. You have to hit the spinning razor blade thing on them, because hitting the bottom will just deflect your shots. We're gonna have to try that again, because I made that short jump turned out to be a little too short, as you've seen. Short jumps aren't exactly my thing. But you know what? With anything in a Megaman game, all it takes is just practice. Megaman is not impossible. And this game isn't impossibly hard by any means. Actually, now that I've practiced it a lot more, it's a lot easier than I would have let on in the first video, I believe. I think I've mentioned how hard it was then, but I mean, now it's pretty easy now. Relatively, I guess. We'll see once we get to YOKU Man. He seems to be a pretty tough customer to deal with, I guess. Alright, just gotta get rid of that guy, go up here. Another one of those buzzsaw looking guys. Go up this ladder. Two of them are right over here. Sometimes I like to use the nail shield to get rid of them, but that'd be kind of a waste of nail shield. It's not exactly Yo-Yo Man's weakness. Actually, in this video, I don't use his weakness, spoiler alert, but we managed to improvise, and that's not how we improvise. Thank goodness though that the midpoint wasn't that far away. Though the placement of the midpoint does kind of bite us in the butt later on in this episode. We have a healthy stock of 3 lives though, so I mean, that's good. That's always good. Ouch. Okay. As you may have noticed, the projectiles that blue guy shoots out can be shot, but then they split into 4, which is always a nuisance. We don't want that platform to get too high up there, or otherwise we're gonna get hit by the spikes. It's like, in this game, you always need to watch out for those spikes. They're a constant nuisance. Yeah, the nail shield's pretty good against those big, yo-yo thingies. Actually, the nail shield's really good, a really good shield weapon. I guess right up there with Joe Man's shield. Maybe even a little better. It takes a lot more hits, at least. It may be a little overpowered for a shield weapon, to be honest. Yeah. So we're gonna take the cheap way out and use Rush Coil, because there's very little cost in that, other than I guess our dignity. We never had dignity. I never had dignity. Why am I talking in the oh, whatever. Post commentary shouldn't be this awkward and stupid. Alright, just get up here, kill that annoying thing. We're going to use Rush Jet to get through that, so we won't accidentally step on any spikes. Because that's a really easy thing to do here. I think that with that, getting that last small E-tank, we may have filled up another E-tank. I don't remember. Just gotta jump down there. It's a good thing when the giant yo-yo thing is flying together, the pieces don't actually damage you. I'm running low on life. I think I die here. So I gotta jump on here. and make it go all the way up. Now I timed that pretty badly. We're gonna try this again. And not jump into the spikes. Like that. Try not to jump into the spikes. Having a bad feeling about how this run's going to end. We're so close and we get chopped in half. We were really close. And now we're just at this point again. I told you you'd bite us in the butt later. Anywho, we'll take care of those guys again. Take care of that guy again. You've seen all this already. But, you know, my incompetence has caused us to need to see it again. I am sorry. But we're gonna use Nail Shield to blast through this part, because Nail Shield is really useful and maybe sort of kind of broken, if you know how to use it. If it hits like a hard surface that it can't, like a hard bit of enemy that it can't kill or can't damage, then it'll automatically terminate. It's 9:28 at night. Got schooled in the morning. Well, it's not that late. Got some advanced grammar homework due before I go to bed, so I'll get to that later. Why am I telling you this? I have no clue. It fills the dead space, though. And that's a good thing, I guess? Just filling it up with random stuff. Maybe not so much. So yeah, we're just gonna have to hop on that platform over there very carefully, and then quickly get up there. I like how these platforms are, how they work. I like the gimmicks employed in this game in general, really. Why did I use the Nail Shield before? Yeah, at this point I figured I wasn't going to beat Yo-Yo Man, but I was going to take him on with the Mega Buster anyway, just to get a feel for his pattern. This isn't going to last very long, trust me. I can't seem to dodge any of his attacks, really. It's kind of embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Okay. For real this time, though. At this point, I thought maybe Comet Dash might be his weakness. I'm really starting to think it's Jetman's weapon. But, yeah. Comet Dash, not so much. Rainbow Beam, no dice. Glue Shot, that's Rainbow Man's weakness. Not gonna work. Tank Arsenal, that'll actually hit him more than once. So although it's not his weakness, it does a fair amount of damage. That's not gonna matter to us though, because we're about to die. I kind of panicked there, but then I decided, why not? We'll just use an E-Tank and probably buy another one after this stage. Nitro Blast does nothing. We ran out of Nail Shield, and plus Nail Shield is Tank Man's weapon, weakness. So we'll just use a lot of Tank Man. We're going to tank our way through. Haha. And with that, Yo-Yo Man is defeated. Now, his weapon, I hear, is compared to Metal Man's weapon. I've actually haven't played this game since recording this, so I wouldn't know for sure. But if it really is as energy efficient as Metal Man's Metal Blade, well, you can aim in different directions, and it can travel along the ground. Pretty nifty. Well, we're coming up to time, so I'll see you guys later. Stay classy, and watch for my Let's Play Nostalgialympics videos. See you guys!